Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to continue with C programming. And today we are going to look on how to use the printf and scanf function in C. So these are two basic functions that are used to input and output data. So the printf statement is used to display a message on the screen for the user to view. Meanwhile, the scanf is used to permit the user to enter input into the system. So let's see how we can declare it. So to write our normal C program as usual, we start with a hash include standard input output header. We declare a main function, then we start writing our instructions and see how it goes. So for a printf statement, like we said, we are trying to print a message on the screen, so we could just say printf we take inverted commas, how are you doing? Or let's just say enter your number. Yeah, so if we end this program here and we close the parentheses, run the code and see what is going to display. Exactly, you can see it printed enter your number. So that's the function of the printf statement. It's just to display information on the screen of the user. So aside that, now let's see how we can generate an input condition for the user. So now when you want to use the scanf function, now let's see, enter your number. The next thing could be scanf. Now before doing anything, we need to declare the variables. If it's a variable, a constant, we need to declare everything before we use it. You cannot use a container without declaring it. So for example, we could come here. Now we are trying to declare a number. It's an integer. Is it an integer, a floating number, a character, or what? So in this case, we are going to use integer. Now let's decide what should be the variable name. What should it be? Anything you write here is gonna save in the system, and what you input as your number will be stored in that container having that variable name. So we could just say num standing for number, and you end it with the semicolon. So now in here we are entering an integer. For integer, we always use %d to represent the integer. So after you have this, you now come out of the quotes, comma, you take ampersand, then now you write the variable name on which the number you are entering is to be stored in. So now we are now saying that let the machine store the integer %d which you are going to input on the container called number. So now if we end the statement here and run it, let's see how it's going to proceed. Enter your number. So we can now say 23 while the program ends. So you have been permitted to enter a number. Now we could still style our program by displaying the number you entered. So we can say printf. You remember printf is used to display information on the screen. Let's say you entered %d. This %d is still going to stand for the number you will indicate here. Now you entered %d. We need to display %d. So you come after the inverted commas, you put a comma, and then now what does %d stands for? It stands for number, for the number you had up there. So that's just how it's going to be. You make it that way because that's how the machine is going to understand it. You entered %d, comma, number. This number is taking the place of %d because it's a variable. It can change. It's not a constant number. Yeah, that's why we need to always update the system. Yes. So now if we run this one, you will still see a difference. So enter a number, let's say 23. You entered 23. So that is the function of printf. So note this, that printf is used to display a message on the screen. Meanwhile, scanf is used to read in input into the system. Yes, so that's how they work. Study the syntax for scanf and for printf, and then you try to do your own examples on your own. If there is any question, please come to the comment section and bring out your worries. I'll help you in it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.